Minimum reception altitude, MRA, is the lowest altitude at which an intersection can be determined. Minimum obstruction clearance altitude, MOCA, ensures acceptable navigational signal coverage only within 22 nautical miles, 25 statute miles, of a VR. ATC may assign the MOCA as an assigned altitude when certain special conditions exist and when the airplane is within 22 nautical miles of a VR. Minimum en route altitude, MEA, is the lowest published altitude between radio fixes that ensures acceptable navigational signal coverage and meets obstacle clearance requirements between those fixes. Minimum crossing altitude, MCA, is the minimum altitude to cross a fix beyond which a higher minimum applies. MOCA and all other minimum IFR altitudes guarantee obstruction clearance in non-mountainous areas by providing at least 1,000 feet of vertical distance from the highest obstruction 4 nm either side of the center of the airway to be flown. In mountainous areas, 2,000 feet of vertical distance is provided. Routes designed to serve aircraft operating from 18,000 feet MSL up to and including FL 450 are referred to as jet routes or J routes. VFR on top. VFR on top operations can be conducted only after a pilot has received a VFR on top clearance to operate in VFR conditions. Note: the pilot must request a VFR on top clearance. VFR on top must comply with the appropriate VFR cruising altitudes as prescribed in 14 CFR 91.159, which is based upon magnetic courses. 000 degree through 179 degrees, odd 1,000 feet plus 500 feet. When traveling on east heading think odd plus 500. 180 degrees through 359 degrees, even 1,000 feet plus 500 feet. When traveling on west heading think even plus 500. VFR on top must be conducted at an altitude above the minimum IFR altitude. VFR on top is conducted such that both VFR and IFR rules apply. A clearance to VFR on top is authorization to fly through cloud layers to VFR conditions on top. VFR on top operations are specifically prohibited in Class A airspace. In VFR on top clearances, you must provide the same reports to ATC that are required for any other IFR flight, and you must adhere to any ATC clearances.